right, guys, I'm back now to talk to you about the nurture sequences that you should have set up in your email provider, or your campaign builder, which mine is MailChimp. There's also ConvertKit, there's Infusionsoft, like there's all different ones. I use MailChimp because it's the most cost effective for a small business. So when someone drops into your list, when they subscribe to your opt-in, or they become a customer and they say at checkout, yes, I'll give you my email list or my email address to put on your list. You don't want to wait 6 months to email them. You don't want to wait until you think about it to welcome them. You want an automated system in place to go straight to their email box to say, oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled that you have signed up for Kinsley's Closets newsletters. Here's what we have in store for you. And oh yeah, by the way, especially if there's an opt-in that you provide, here's a freebie. Oh my gosh, here, I'm so excited for you. You want to start building that relationship immediately, because the whole idea of an email list is building relationships. But you don't have to send every email yourself. MailChimp will do it for you. So you come up with a nurture sequence for your welcome. And what you're going to say in that, first, thank you for joining. If you have one, here's your free gift. The second email is getting to know you. You're going to talk a little bit about, give them a quick win. You're going to give them, so on your second email to them, you're going to provide some value. You're going to invite them to join if you have a Facebook group, Instagram feed, wherever it is that you're giving fun ideas on pairing your clothes or skincare or products, whatever it is, you're going to invite them to those channels. And you can do one at a time if you want to drag out this welcome sequence. But you're going to basically say, hey, I want to get to know you better. I want to build that relationship. You're also going to give them something of value. So this is when you're going to give them a quick tip. You're going to give them a resource. Point them to something that's really helped you. It doesn't have to be something you come up with. It can just be, have you checked out this website? This website has amazing whatever it is. Or here's a tip on how to make your foundation go farther. Whatever it is, give them something of value. Invite them to join you along this relationship path. Give them some value. Your third email in your nurture sequence, you're going to tell them something vulnerable about yourself that they could relate to. So you're going to need to know your customer's pain point. Do they have trouble putting outfits together? Do they have sunspots or skin issues that bother them? Are they running out of time in their business and they can't get everything done? You need to find one of their pain points, a big pain point, and you really need to deliver something of value to them so that they can go, oh my gosh, like this person gets me. So tell them about one of your mistakes. Tell them about when you were having that problem that they're having right now. Maybe before you learned to apply your own makeup. Maybe before you were able to match your clothes and look stylish while still being a mom. Whatever it is, show them you're vulnerable. Show them that they are where you were and that you can bring them to that place. You're going to guide them to that place. You're not going to be an authority. You're going to be a guide. You're just going to say, okay, come along with me. Like, I was there. Come, let me show you how to get to here. So that's your welcome sequence. So just to summarize, in your welcome sequence, you have thanked them for joining your list. You have given them a freebie if you have one. Second message, you've invited them to come hang out with you on your social media channels, and you've pointed them to a resource or a quick tip or something like that. Your third one is when you become vulnerable and you're like, hey guys, like I know how you feel, I've been there. This is where I was, and this is where I am today, and this is what helped me get there. and this will help you get there too. Okay, so that's your welcome sequence. Next is going to be your nurture sequence. It's very similar to a welcome sequence, but you're gonna basically just keep providing more value. So you're gonna re-engage. This is where you're gonna re-engage readers who might have lost interest in you. So let's say that you've had people in your list and they're not opening, or you've waited a while since your last email and you need to get them back into that relationship building. Give them the download again. Maybe they didn't download it the first time, or give them a new download. Give them something big of value. Give them something that's going to save them time and money. So you can apologize for, oh my gosh, life has gotten in the way. I'm so sorry. But I've realized that I have this resource that you may or may not have, and I just wanted to make sure you had it. So here's my gift to you. I hope that, you are having a great holiday season, or whatever it is, whatever reason you got busy, whether it's summertime or whatever. I hope you had a great summer. Your email number 2 in that sequence is you're going to send it to anyone who didn't open that first one. So what you're going to do is you're just going to click the resend button and send it to anyone who didn't open your first one. So that part's so easy. Just go in and click it. The third one is you're going to pull them in again. Hey, here's all my social media channels. Come join me. I can't wait. I want so much for you to be involved in this amazing community. And we're getting so many good ideas. Like, everyone is sharing their favorite outfits or their favorite skincare regimen or whatever it is. Like, this is where you're really excited and you want to bring them into your circle, and you're telling them, like, I value you. I want you to come. Like, I'm excited to have you. Let's see. Your next one, it's going to be really similar to our welcome sequence. We're going to provide some more value. Now, let me say this, because I don't want you to think that you can't recycle your content. So let's say in your welcome sequence, you gave them a seed planting guide. Let's say that you do horticulture. Is that what it is? Gardening, that kind of thing. And you gave them a seed planting guide. And you're now doing your nurture sequence where maybe those people have dropped off and they haven't been active. Just send it again. Remind them. Hey guys, just in case you forgot, I have this awesome seed planting guide. It's attached to this email. I really wanted you to have it. I wanted to make sure that you got this resource. Thank you so much for being a faithful reader. Here you go. Okay, so you can reuse things that you've used in the past. The main thing is keep that relationship going. The last sequence I want to talk to you about, this one is very, very, very important. I'm going to call it an algorithm for lack of a better word. But in order to not end up in a spam box for email providers, you need to have a good open rate. And by that, I mean the percentage of people that are opening your emails instead of ignoring them and archiving or deleting them or unsubscribing to them. So if you have consistently a group of people that are not opening your email, you need to target those people with a cleanup sequence. And how you want to do that, your first email, you want to say, hey, I've noticed that you haven't opened my emails lately. Just wanted to make sure you wanted to stay on my list. Getting ready to clean it up. I have this resource that I thought you might find helpful. If you don't, just click the unsubscribe button, and you won't be on the list anymore. Next, we're going to resend that same email to anyone who didn't open the first time. And then, bet you can guess what happens next. What happens next is anyone who doesn't open that time, we're going to send it one more time. And after that, we're going to remove them from our list. So this is your cleanup sequence. And what this does is, let's say 50% of your list has never opened one of your emails. And they go through this cleanup sequence and 20% of those open your email. So now we have 80% of that 50 that still isn't opening. That's dragging your entire rate down. So if we take that chunk of people and we remove them from our email list, because they weren't bringing us money anyway, we just increased our open rate, because all of these people are people now who are active and who are opening emails and who are not messing up our algorithm. They're not messing it up for us. So we have a better chance of landing in the inbox instead of the spam box. So that's those are the nurture sequences that we highly suggest that you have set up so that you can use those when you need to. When you're cleaning up your list, you don't have to recreate those. You can use the same cleanup sequence once a year or once every 6 months, however often. You can use the same nurture sequence. I'll be honest with you, I follow a lot of business coaches, and a lot of times I'll see that they'll send me a resource and I'm like, oh, I'm not really working on Pinterest at the moment. I've got that under control. I'm working on Facebook, so I'm not going to use that resource right now, so I archive it, knowing that I can always go back and get it if I need to. But they resend it at a later date, and possibly at that later date is when I'm needing it, so I'm going to open it then. So in saying that, not every one of your emails that don't get opened are not emails that are providing value or your customer is excited about. It just may not be something they need right then. And the very best thing as a business owner that you can do is continue to provide that value and be there when your customer is ready. So for me, if I'm following a business coach and all of a sudden it comes back up and I'm like, oh, I need that right now, I'm going to open that email. I'm going to consume that information. And I just helped her open rate, and I helped her stay in my inbox. So recycle your content, set up your nurture sequences, let your email campaign provider do the work for you. Every email does not have to be hand typed each time it's sent. It can be automated. Do it once and let it work for you. All right, friends, I hope that you get a lot of value out of all of the resources that Christy and I are providing. And I hope that you are excited about building your list and nurturing that list and making money from that list. So we'll see you later.